Good morning everyone, we are Group 5 and today we will discuss some of the modern membrane applications that span across various industries offering innovative solutions for separation, purification, and concentration process. In food processing and biotechnology, effective separation and purification methods are crucial for improving the quality of the products, for elimination of impurities. So kapag sinabi natin impurities, we usually talk about the impurities found in water. So we're referring to the negative components dissolved in water. So ito yung mga dirt, dust, harmful chemicals, biological contaminants na naihalo sa mga tubig na nagkukos ng different kind of conditions na nakaka-affect sa tao or yung nagko-consume ng water na yun. In this lesson, we are going to focus on the hyperfiltration, ultrafiltration, and diafiltration application method, which are the three essential techniques involved in these sectors with their own set of benefits and uses. So we have the content of our lesson. So we're going to discuss the definition of the three membrane application, which are the hyperfiltration, ultrafiltration, and diafiltration, followed by their process on how they work. Also, the food that undergo in this three membrane application. We're going also to differentiate these three, and lastly, the summary of the lesson. So let's have a deep exploratory of this three membrane application, starting with hyperfiltration.
Hyperfiltration. Hyperfiltration is also known as reverse osmosis. Is a critical technique in food processing that involves the removal of dissolved salts, organic molecules, and other impurities from water and other liquids. This process employs a semi-permeable membrane that allows water molecules to pass through while retaining larger molecules and ions. In simple terms, hyperfiltration is also known as a reverse osmosis. Is a very important technique used in food processing. It is used to remove things like salts, organic molecules, and other impurities from water and other liquids. This process are very special kind of membrane that allows water molecule and ions getting through. This helps to purify the liquid, make it cleaner and safer use in food production. So, ang hyperfiltration ay napaka-importante po sa mga food production, food processing plant. Dahil, example po, ang product na na ginagamitan ng hyperfiltration is water. So, sa water, may nabibili po tayo sa mga 7-Eleven, like that na yung mga nakatatak na purified water or distilled water. So, it means dumaan na sila sa level ng hyperfiltration na kung saan purified na sila, na-filter na yung mga water na yun. Safe na inumin, safe na gamitin sa pagluluto, safe lahat kasi purified na siya, dumaan na siya sa tamang proseso. So, hyperfiltration ay napaka-importante dito kasi yung dito dumadaan or dito nare-remove yung mga or nadi-dissolve yung mga salts or organic molecules, small particles na hindi dapat nasasama sa isang product or sa isang inumin. So, let's move to how it works. Hyperfiltration reverse osmosis applies pressure to semi-permeable membrane, allowing water molecules to pass through while flushing dissolved inorganic compounds to drain. Separates water into pathways, one with purified water and other with concentrated water. So, dito sa hyperfiltration, may dalawang way kung paano nafi-filter yung isang tubig. So, yung isa, talagang napipurify siya sa, it means na as in, okay na siya, wala na siyang excess na marurumi, or wala na siyang bacteria, kasi nga, purified, from the word purified water, and other with concentrated impurities. Ito yung mga meron pa So, reverse osmosis membranes can reject dissolved minerals from water, making them effective for desalination and removing contaminants.
So there are three types of foods that undergo in hypofiltration. The first one is protein isolates. Hypofiltration may be employed to further refine protein concentrate. So dito, concentrate nga yung mga proteins. Next one is dairy products. Hypofiltration may be applied to further refine the protein concentrate or to remove lactose-free dairy products. So yung hypofiltration is ina-undergo niyan yung mga dairy products to remove yung mga lactose na free sa dairy products. Next one is wine and beer. Hypofiltration further refines products. So, isa din tong wine and beer na ina-undergo ng hypofiltration. What is ultrafiltration? Ultrafiltration is a membrane technique used to remove the dissolved and colloidal material in a low transmembrane pressure. Yung ultrafiltration is nire-remove niya yung mga dissolved and colloidal material in a low transmembrane pressure. Ultrafiltration is dissolved metal ions as low molecular weight or hydrated ions could easily transmit ultrafiltration membranes. It is also because their membrane have pores that are greater than dissolved metal ions. In order to achieve removal of metal ions with high efficiency, polymer enhanced ultrafiltration. So, ginagamit ang ultrafiltration para ma-dissolve yung mga metal ions and to achieve ng mga high efficiency, polymer and enhance the ultrafiltration.
Ultrafiltration is used for a broad variety of applications, ranging from the processing of biological macromolecules to wastewater treatment. It has significant advantage over competing separation technologies, and it is widely used in the chemical, pharmaceutical, food and water industries, including conventional wastewater treatments, purification, and pre-treating streams. Sa ultrafiltration, gumagamit siya ng hollow fibers of membrane, kung saan dumadaan ang tubig at nafi-filter. The suspended solids and solutes of high molecular weight, yung mga malalaking solutes like mga dust or mga sand, mga impurities sa tubig, ay nafi-filter at ni-strain at naiiwan doon sa fibers. Habang yung mga low molecular weight solutes like yung mga minerals na maliliit na dumadaan at nagpapass through siya sa membrane or sa filter. Doon naman naiipon ang filtered water. The pore size in the ultrafiltration membrane is mainly responsible for determining the type and size of contaminants removed. Meaning siya yung parang sensor upang ma-detect sa isang monitor or technology kung anong type or size ang contaminants na natanggal sa tubig. So, ultrafiltration is primarily utilized in beverages such as liquids for clarification and classification ng mga solutes. So, major ultrafiltration food applications are mostly in dairy industry, gaya ng milk. It is used to concentrate milk proteins like casein and whey proteins. Sa fruit juices naman, ultrafiltration is applied para ma-concentrate at ma-clarify yung fruit juices. Doon naman sa egg products, ginagamit din ang ultrafiltration upang malaman din ang concentrate and to isolate the egg white proteins. Sa sugar solutions, ultrafiltration is utilized para ma-concentrate ang sugar solutions at maalis din ang mga impurities.
What is diafiltration? Diafiltration is the process for separation and purification of the target product out of the main solution containing the other small molecular weight, substances, salts, and solvent. The term diafiltration means a combination of dilution and filtration. So dito sa diafiltration, it is a technique na ginagamit para ma-purify and ma-concentrate yung mga food products by continuously diluting and replacing the solution surrounding the product with fresh solvent. This process helps in removing impurities, salts, resulting in a higher concentration of the desired components. Diafiltration is commonly used in the production of dairy products, beverages, and protein isolates para ma-improve yung quality and functionality ng mga products. How do it work? Diafiltration sometimes used at small-scale operation to wash out permeable contaminants from a solution or enhance buffers. Fluid undergoes concentration step where the solvent and permeable component pass through the membrane while retained components are concentrated. So, kung paano gumagana ang diafiltration, it is a purification technique used para ma-remove yung mga small molecules or solvents from the solution containing larger molecules like proteins or polymers. Sa process na ito, involves passing the solution through a semi-permeable membrane that retains the larger molecules habang inaalaw yung mga maliliit at ang solvent na makadaan. Patuloy na dinadagdagan ng bagong solvent ang solution to dilute the small molecules, which then filtered out through the membrane. Ang tuloy-tuloy na pagwashing and filtration cycle efficiently reduces the concentration ng maliliit na impurities na nagre-result sa isang purified na solution with desired larger molecules.
These are the foods that undergo in diafiltration. Protein isolates is commonly used in production of protein isolates from plant sources like soy, pea, and rice. It helps removing non-protein components like carbohydrates. The application of protein isolates includes the nutritional supplement used in protein powders and shakes, functional foods, specialized diets for the bodybuilders and athletes. Lastly, clinical nutrition, used in medical foods and supplements. Whey proteins concentrates is employed to refine whey protein concentrates by further removing lactose, minerals, and other molecular whey compounds, thereby increasing the protein content and improving the functional properties. Applications of whey protein concentrates also includes the nutritional supplements, infant formula, and sports nutrition. Enzyme solutions is used in enzyme processing to remove salts, buffer components, and other impurities from enzyme solutions, thus improving the enzyme purity and activity. Other definition of enzyme solution refers to the liquid mixture containing enzymes that are to be purified by the diafiltration process. These are the differences of hyperfiltration, ultrafiltration, and diafiltration. Hyperfiltrations or reverse osmosis involves the removal of the smallest particles using high pressure. Ultrafiltration removes larger particles such as proteins and colloids using moderate pressure. And diafiltration is a specialized process similar to ultrafiltration but specifically for washing out small molecules while retaining larger ones.
For the summary of our lesson, when we say hyperfiltration, it is usually used for desalination and purification. So kapag sinabi natin desalination, ito yung process kung saan nire-remove or tinatanggal natin yung salt and minerals na present doon sa substance natin in order to produce a safe and drinkable water. Next, we have the ultrafiltration. Kapag sinabi naman natin ultrafiltration, it is specifically designed for the biomolecules. So, nire-remove niya yung mga proteins, viruses. So, usually, ginagamit siya sa dairy processing for protein concentration, whey processing, and for the removal of bacteria and contaminants from milk. Next, and lastly, we have the diafiltration. So, diafiltration, continuation siya ni ultrafiltration. So, ang ginagawa ni diafiltration, ini-improve niya yung purity na na-filter ni ultrafiltration. So, kumbaga, nire-repeat niya yung process na ginawa ni ultrafiltration para maging mas makuha yung desired purity na kailangan sa mga samples or sa mga solvent or solvent. Next, that's all for our topic. Thank you for listening.